EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Let's go, man.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On second down, Elliott.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
They'll run with ETN.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
One more time with ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Manhertz, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That touchdown run, it was just straight power on 4th and goal, and the offense won.
Yeah, let me just follow up with you because we always talk about how the low man wins, who has the best leverage in the trenches. On that play, we saw who won that battle. But it's not just that. It takes a runner with some vision, too, to find exactly where the cracks are, exactly where the creases are, and punch it into the end zone.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7. Etienne once more. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Man open, here is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. second down and goal.
Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 22, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Prescott to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
To the air again, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards.
And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Lawrence's throw caught here by Jones.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And Ingram holds it in.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need however possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.